Hey guys, I am here with a little midweek video. I guess midweek is Wednesday and this is Tuesday. And my normal video goes up on Thursday. So anyway, I'm here with a standalone video because I want to talk about eBay. There's a lot of changes going on with eBay, a lot of changes to come over on eBay, and I just want to talk about that. So if you sell on eBay, I hope you will keep listening. I'm just going to be talking so you don't have to look at me the whole time. I mean, if you want to sit here and stare at my face the entire time I'm babbling, you can, but you can also do other things because I'm just going to be talking. So, eBay 2018, for me personally, has not been at all where I thought it would be. And I feel like I've been doing everything right. All the things I've normally done with eBay, I have actually been trying new things, and nothing seems to help. And in, listening to people talk, mainly on Instagram, there's a huge reseller community on Instagram. If you are not over on Instagram, why? It is free, it is easy. You're here on YouTube. Why aren't you over on Instagram? Go create an account. My links to my Instagram accounts are below. Go check it out. There's a huge reseller community and a lot of information. And when I talk about things that I'm learning, I'm not going to mention specific people who I've learned it from just because they put it on Instagram and I didn't say, hey, can I say you said this? And I'm just going to give the general overview of things, what people are saying, what I'm experiencing, and what I'm going to do about it. I always say that I don't have an eBay business. I have a business that uses eBay because I don't own eBay. eBay is not my company. They have a platform that allows me to sell online. I pay their fees. I follow their rules. And for 12 and a half years, how long have I been selling on eBay? July 2005. Someone do the math. Where am I in that equation? That's too many. That's like in the middle of the year. It's too hard. But anyway, yeah, July 2005, I started selling on eBay. And there have always been changes. They've always been really for the better for the seller. The site's gotten safer, more reliable, more traffic, on and on and on. Sales have dipped, of course, because other selling platforms have popped up. So there's more competition online. When I first started, there was eBay and Amazon only sold books. You remember the days when Amazon only was a bookstore? Everything else was eBay. So yeah, I go back that far. And some people way before that. But anyway, but 2018 thus far, January, February, middle March, is not been where I wanted my eBay business to be. I'll call it an eBay business even though I just made the point of saying I don't own an eBay business. My eBay business, my business that I run on eBay, my reselling business has not been where I wanted to be, specifically on eBay. And there's been a lot going on behind the scenes. A lot of changes have happened, are currently happening, are going to happen. And the thing of it is you have to adjust, you have to change if you want to keep your business going and you want to grow your business. If you're not willing to make changes, you are going to get left behind. These are some of the most drastic changes I've ever seen eBay make, and it's definitely going to separate the real business people from the not real business people. And I'm not talking about part-time, full-time. I don't believe in that. I believe that if you are reselling for money that you need, and whatever that need is, whether it's to pay bills, save, maybe it lets you stay home with your kids. But if you're using the money that you make online to fill a need in your life, in your household, I feel like you are a full-time reseller. I don't care how much money it earns you, how many hours you're doing it. If you're fulfilling a need in your life through reselling, you are a full-time reseller. You have a reselling business, and you are going to have to get with the program of eBay if you want eBay to continue. Change is frustrating. A lot of the changes that are coming are kind of like, oh my gosh, but you have options. You can make changes. You can adjust. I can adjust. So I'm going to share with you what I'm personally going to be doing because my business is the way I run it for what I need, what I want. Everyone's business model is different. I'm going to share with you the things I'm going to be doing to adjust to these changes on eBay, to make the most of them, and hopefully to get my business back on track and to grow it the way I want to grow it. So the first really big change that a lot of people see with the eBay algorithm, with things they've heard from eBay, the way eBay looks in beta testing on different platforms, is free shipping. eBay is pushing free shipping. Now, they've always kind of pushed free shipping, but it really was more along the lines of like the new tag stuff, and now they're really pushing free shipping for everything. Now, if you're like me and you sell a mix, I sell clothing and hard goods, but my main business I've always felt is hard goods, vintage stuff. It's freaking hard to build shipping into stuff. But eBay is making it very, very clear that they want free shipping on the site. So what can I do about that? I can add free shipping to my items where I can. Now, what I had been doing in the fall that had worked really well is I had upped my prices quite a bit, and then I was having consistent short-term sales, 20% off, 30% off, and that was covering me for the real profit that I wanted to make. You know, if I had something that I thought I could sell for $30, well, maybe I put it at $40, and then it was 20% off, but the buyer paid shipping, and no. What I'm doing now on those listings is I'm going in, and where I can, as they are now, I'm putting free shipping on. So I have a lot of china dishes. So let's say I have a set of 4 plates for $50. Now, normally those plates would go up to 30% off. Buyer would pay shipping, but maybe I'd even have best offer on it. Now what I've done is on that kind of a listing I've gone on, I've taken best offer off and I've added free shipping in. Will I do a sale on that? Possibly, but not very much. I can't have a $50 5-pound item with free shipping and then have it 30% off. That's just not going to work for my time and effort on a hard good that requires a lot of packing material. I feel differently about clothing because clothing is so easy to ship. But when it comes to a breakable item, I also have to factor in the time and effort and packing materials it takes to get that item out. So you guys know that I'd been testing free shipping on and off with clothes. Prior to that, 11 years, I never did free shipping on anything. I always used calculated buyer paid. But I did experiment with free shipping. I was kind of, I hated it because there's no such thing as free shipping. It's a lie. Shipping costs money. Somebody's got to pay it. But I did find that with the clothing, it seemed to move things faster. So I had it on clothes. But now I'm adding it to hard goods, and that's scary because, again, if someone from California buys something from me that weighs up to 10 pounds, yeek, there's that. So I'm having to be really careful. On some items, I'm raising prices to put that free shipping on. But eBay's definitely pushing free shipping in their algorithm and in search. So right now, I feel like I've got to try free shipping on as many items as I can. The other thing eBay is pushing would be the guaranteed delivery program, which is kind of odd because they're pushing it, but yet only some people can get into it. Now, I got into it as soon as it opened up, but other people haven't been offered it yet. I guess you can go in and you can apply for it. I don't really know what's going on there, but for those of us who have it, eBay is definitely saying and showing how important it is to use it. Because again, I've seen on Instagram people sharing, doing search results, not only on the computer, but also on the mobile device, what search looks like on the mobile device for, again, some users, because all these changes roll out. It matters what platform you're on, what device you're using, blah, 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 blah. But I've definitely seen mobile users showing their layout now. And when they do a search, that only one item is showing at the top of the phone. It takes up the whole screen. And then it has that little click on button right there. Oh, guaranteed delivery in 3 days. And you can click on that. And that's going to narrow the search way down because not very many people are in that guaranteed delivery. So for me, in order to get better ranking in search, free shipping, and now I feel like I need to be in the guaranteed delivery program. Now, when it first rolled out, I was in it and fine, whatever. There are 3 things with guaranteed delivery program. Number 1, you have to ship within 1 business day. And I always have done that. Last year, with my dad was in the hospital once, I was in the hospital, I was sick a few times. I decided to pull back from that and do 2-day handling just to give myself a little breathing room and not feel so stressed. Fact of the matter is 99.9% of what comes out of here goes out the next business day. So, okay, I can do that again. The other thing with guaranteed delivery is that you have to offer immediate payment. which again is one of those things that is super annoying because if people want to buy multiples, immediate payment blocks them from doing that. However, if everything's free shipping, it's not going to matter. So I feel like those two things work together. In order to be in guaranteed delivery, you have to have immediate payment on your items. And then there's the free shipping, which can help as well. So the two things working together, we got that. The other thing with guaranteed delivery is that you have to accept 30-day returns. Now, eBay in their spring seller update announced major changes to the return policy. Number one is that if you want to remain as a top-rated seller plus, not just top-rated seller, there are two levels. There's top-rated seller, and then there's top-rated seller plus. Top-rated seller, you need to offer 30-day returns, but the buyer would pay the shipping if that's what you want to do. In order to qualify for top-rated seller plus, you're going to have to offer free 30-day returns, which means if someone has buyer's remorse on an item and day 28 after they've gotten it from you and they decide they want to return it because they don't like it, you have to pay the return shipping. That I'm not opting into. I'm fine with just being top-rated seller and not top-rated seller plus. I'm top-rated seller plus right now. My sales are in the toilet. So I'm not going to worry about that. That's something, I'm not sure when that'll roll out for those requirements, but yeah, they are making that change. So in order for me to be in the guaranteed delivery program and to be a top-rated seller, I am offering 30-day returns. Buyer's going to pay shipping. I'm not paying shipping. I have immediate payment required on my items, and I have a handling time of 1 day. Those three things meet the requirements for guaranteed delivery program and top-rated seller. So that keeps me in both of those programs. When it comes to returns, eBay is taking away the ability to charge a restocking fee. Now, whether I had 14-day returns or 30-day returns, I had a 20% restocking fee. That is going away. You cannot have a restocking fee. So I, for my business model, can't afford to sell a shirt that I buy. Let's say I pay $2 for a shirt. I sell it for $20 with free shipping. Shipping costs me $5. Buyer gets it. Day 26, they decide they don't like it and they want to return it. Then I would have to pay $5 for them to return it. So right off the bat, I'm out $12. $2 for the item, $5 to ship it to them, $5 to get it back. And on a $20 priced item, now my profit is down to only $8. If I relist it, then I still have to pay for the next round of shipping. So if I relist it, sell it again with free shipping, now I'm down to a $3 profit. That doesn't make sense. That is not going to work for my business model and for the things I sell. Now with hard goods, I don't know. I've never had anyone return a hard good. The only issue I've ever had with a hard good is if it got damaged. And then again, that's my fault. I have to, refund on that anyway. But specifically just talking about people who just have buyer's remorse and they want to return something. You can still require buyers to pay the return shipping, but you can't have that restocking fee. So for a while now, I've been having the buyers pay shipping. Then if they wanted to return something, they had to pay return shipping. They did not get their original shipping back. I didn't pay for return shipping, and I deducted a 20% restocking fee. So let's say that $20 item, I had the buyer paid shipping. Let's say they paid $5. So they paid $25 for the item. Shipped it out. They decide they don't want it. They return it. It's going to cost them $5 to return it. They're out the $10. I got my money and my item back and got a restocking fee. So I had absolutely no loss whatsoever because they were completely responsible for the shipping, and that 20% restocking covered basically like my time and served as a little bit of deterrent for people to not return stuff. That's going away. Now, I will still be charging people if they want to return something for buyer's remorse. I can't see offering free returns at this stage, but it might come to that. It might come that that's what you have to do to remain up in the search rankings and for eBay to show your items. I was doing some test searching today and I was finding my sponsored items buried down on the search page of certain categories. So sometimes you used to be able to pick one or two things you wanted to do to help your listings along. Like I would do promoted listings, I would have best offer and or free shipping, run sales, but I didn't like have all of it bunched in one. eBay is really now pushing that you've got to have several of these strategies in your listings to make them work. And that's, that's daunting. It's daunting to offer free shipping on everything. 30-day returns in terms of clothes, I'm not really worried about. If someone buys a low dollar item from me and then wants to return it and I have to pay the shipping, it'll probably come down to how badly do I want that item back. Really overall, it's going to be what I source and how I start the pricing. There's going to have to be a little bit increase in the pricing to cover the shipping, which is why I think free shipping is so dumb, because the price gets built in, and I think most people know that. But again, the eBay algorithm wants that free shipping. So that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. So on my listings, on my clothing listings, I am running them for 30 days. I am putting free shipping on them. I've taken best offer off of them. And if I run a sale, it's not going to be very much. I do have some final clearance stuff that I've put up that's like $9.99 free shipping, really old stuff I want out of here. But going forward, I'm going to have to set, first of all, always sourcing as cheap as possible, especially, for what the clothing brands that I sell. I don't have the big brand names here, so if I'm going to sell the mall brands, it's still fine. Get them as cheap as possible. Build that shipping into the price and hope that buyers will pay $20 for a secondhand shirt, and that because it has free shipping and because I'm a top rated seller and because it's in the guaranteed delivery program, that it will be high enough up in search that mine will show over the others and they'll buy mine. That's the hope with clothing. With hard goods, I am going to try to do free shipping on the ones I think I can, and going forward, this is going to affect what I source, because for a super heavy item that's low dollar, I might not be able to build the shipping into that. I know a lot of people do coffee mugs that they sell them for $20. I normally sell my coffee mugs for $10 and the buyer pays shipping, but I guess I'm going to have to try putting them at $20, free shipping, see how that works. I don't know, but again, that's what eBay is saying they want. So, best offer is off for now, although I might leave best offer on some of the really high price stuff. Like I have some stuff in the $200-300 sublots of jewelry. So that's got free shipping on it. And I might put best offer on that. If I run sales, they'll probably be like 10, maybe 15%. I can't do 40% off on a free shipping low dollar item. I just can't. But eBay doesn't seem to be focused on, markdown manager and whatnot. They're just focused on free shipping, return policy, handling time. And yeah, that's kind of what's going on. And here's the thing. There are a lot of people who are like, oh, I'm going to quit. It's horrible, horrible. And it's kind of a way to thin the herd, which sounds terrible. But there are a lot of people who are on eBay just kind of here and there. They don't really know what they're doing. They're not even really that into it. They have a bunch of crap. eBay wants to clean up the site. I've definitely heard of that from a lot of people, that they've heard it from eBay. eBay wants to clean up the site and get the crap off, which I can totally understand. eBay is so slow when I try to access it, and all I can think of is just because of all this stuff on it. They want to clean up the site. Once they get rid of PayPal and they have their own payment system, that's going to be great for us. I know people, again, are freaking out about no PayPal, but that's going to be awesome because buyers can just come on, see it, buy it. They're not going to have that PayPal, that so many people still do not want to pay through PayPal. They don't understand it. They don't trust it. So that's going to get rid of it. I think that would be a huge improvement for eBay. It will be just like anyone shopping on Amazon or whatnot. I just think all of these changes coming out and all of these new rules, I've already seen so many people on Instagram like, I quit, I'm done. And to that I say, okay, bye. Because in order for those of us who are running businesses, kind of the little scragglers have got to get off. It's better for us that they get off the site. And again, I know that'll be sounding mean or like I'm dissing small sellers, and that's not it at all. But people who don't take it seriously, people who, lower the price on everything and it's just a race to the bottom just so they can have a fancy sales number, whatever some people are doing who really aren't taking it seriously as a business like a lot of us are, it's better for them to get off the site. So if these changes scare some of those people and anger people enough that they quit eBay, at the end of the day, that's good for me because it's less competition. And that's just the reality of it. People think that's so mean. We should all encourage and support each other. But if you're going to quit over a few little changes that you have no control over, then bye. The other thing that I think is really important now more than ever is diversification. Now, I recently started Etsy after dragging my heels for years because I didn't need it. I didn't need Etsy because eBay was enough. I don't feel like eBay's enough anymore. I feel like I need Etsy. I've been on eBay or Etsy less than a month. I think I've had $500 in sales. That's $500 in sales I didn't have on eBay. So diversifying to other sites is important. If your primary inventory is clothing, you need to look into Poshmark. Poshmark, let me tell you, there's some of these young girls, and they're not girls, they're young women, but to me they're girls, who are killing it on Poshmark, who are making full-time incomes on Poshmark. Maybe they dabble in eBay or whatever, but their main gig is Poshmark for clothing. I can see Poshmark becoming the clothing reseller, taking over eBay on the secondhand clothing market. I can see that happening in the future. Poshmark is an app. It's free and easy to use. There's tons of tutorial videos on it. I'm not on it right now. Again, I would like my main focus to be hard goods, but when I can't find hard goods, I have to go with clothes. So it's not shutting the door and saying I wouldn't do Poshmark. Mercari is out there. So I think, if you're selling as a full-time income level, because again, like I said, I believe anybody who's using selling and you need that money, then part-time, full-time, hours, income, doesn't matter. But if you are running it as a business, then you want to maximize your profits. And if you're selling clothing and you're not utilizing Mercari, you're leaving money on the table. I've seen so many sellers, again on Instagram, who sell mainly clothing and they have seen their Poshmark numbers on many days overtake their eBay numbers. So you definitely need to look into that. If you do vintage, if you sell craft supplies, handmade items, Etsy, Mercari is out there. You really want to look into diversifying. Amazon, of course, I'm not a proponent of Amazon, but there's ways to make money on Amazon as well. So a lot of changes, a lot of things are just completely out of our hands as sellers. We can either get on the eBay bus and follow them, or you got to get off and call it a day. So I'm choosing to use this as an opportunity to make changes. At least eBay is telling us, showing us what they want, and I can make changes and I can give eBay what they want, and hopefully they will reward me by getting me up in search, because right now, doing what I'm doing, even with promoted listings, it's not working. I have to make changes. So hopefully free shipping, 30-day returns, guaranteed delivery program, if I can stay a top-rated seller, these are all things that will hopefully help me keep getting to the top and stay at the top. And if it can push out some of the riffraff and what do you call them, the bottom dwellers? People who, whatever, I'm sorry, but if you just got a bunch of crap online and it isn't working for you, you could just get off. And then the people who take it seriously, we can be on here and grow our businesses. So eBay cleaning up the site, making the buyer experience better, which you have to look at as a positive, because we're nothing without the buyers. If the buyers don't want to be on eBay, then where are we? And that's another thing I was hearing when eBay does polls and surveys or whatnot, and they talk to buyers. Buyers say the site is too cluttered. There's too much stuff. And that's true. When I do research for some items, again, specifically clothing, it's like, oh my God, 10, 20, 30,000 listings for one brand of clothing. Nobody's going to find you in that unless you start following the new algorithm, and some people drop off. So hopefully the two will work together. Site gets cleaned up, less competition, better experience for buyers, and then we will all hopefully make more money. So that is it, what I wanted to talk about with eBay. Let me know in the comments below how your sales have been so far this year. Are you making changes? Have you seen the changes announced? Are you making changes? Big thing, how eBay looks on mobile. They're doing a mobile optimization seminar online tomorrow. So you got to get with the program. eBay's changing, moving ahead. You got to get with it or you are going to get left behind. It's survival of the fittest, and that is just how it is. And I am determined to do what I have to do to be one of the ones that stays on and succeeds. And I hope you are as well. So if you guys like these videos, please be sure to give this one a thumbs up. Give it a thumb up, which probably makes more sense, isn't it? Give it a thumb up. Thumbs, why do we say thumbs up? That'd be this, wouldn't it? Thumbs up, thumb up, thumbs, thumb, thumbs, thumb, spitting all over. Subscribe if you're new. I do weekly vlogs every Thursday, but I did this video as a standalone because I just wanted to babble. Is that everything? All my links are below the video. I think that's it. I've said all I wanted to say. As soon as I turn off this video and upload it, I will think of like 3 more things I wanted to tell you. But anyway, that is all for now. Thanks so much for watching till the end, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.